Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and today I am actually doing a practice session. I've always wanted to work with black watercolor paint, using it as a monochromatic piece. As you can see here, I'm actually sketching in my piece. I have a new pencil in my hand. That is the Pilot Rex Grip pencil. I've had it for a while. It has a 0.5 lead, and it's actually an HB lead I'm working with, which is much lighter and harder than I'm used to. I'm just trying to put in my sketch in there, trying to make sure I know exactly what I want. I'm actually also doing a perspective piece, and you will see that as the painting unfolds. Here I'm prepping my paint. I'm actually using the Marie's watercolor paint. I find this to be a very good student brand for me. I enjoy using it. It's a great practice brand to use. It moves, and it does replicate some of the qualities of professional watercolor paint, which is really good, and it's cost affordable here in Belize. Now I'm just trying to get those values in. As you can see here, prepping for my values. Actually, what you're also seeing here is you'll see me stop shortly and say, you know what, I should have swatch reference of those values. I'm actually working with about 6 values. This is the lightest one, and there you see me putting in my swatch references of those values. Working with monochromatic is a great way to practice your values, and that's what I'm doing with the black paint. I'm also trying to learn how to use black paint as black paint and not use it as gray paint. I've fallen into that trap where I see black as gray. As I water down this black paint a little bit, it does turn out to be a nice cool kind of black, cool gray, but actually it's a black paint, and I have to respect it as a black paint as it is. Unfortunately, the Marie's watercolor doesn't tell me exactly what pigments the black paint is made from, so I don't know if it's a PBK7 and some other paint, or only PBK7 or something else. I don't know. I cannot tell you whether it's Mars back, lamp back, ivory back. I don't know. I'm just trying to see, putting in some of those values. I'm trying to remember the perspective that I'm working with there. As you can see, my vanishing point is in that upper corner there. I'm actually draw a road. It's not specific to any other highways here in Belize. I'm just trying to do perspective drawing. I think that's the next evolution in my learning art. First, I learned about background, because when I decided to do a complete revamp of my art direction, I did backgrounds, looking at components, composition, rule of thirds, diminishing, distancing, and now I started looking into colors and values, and with this piece I'm actually practicing perspective. I'm just trying to do some of those foliage, some of those tree sides of the road, and it's quite abstract-y. And one of the beautiful things with watercolor is that you can be very abstract-y with your composition. You don't have to be as detailed as you think you should have. Well, yeah, you don't have to be as detailed, period. I'm just trying to make sure that as it diminishes, it gets darker, gets cooler. And as you can see now, what I'm doing is just trying to make sure I put some of those details in the front piece, make sure they're nice and detaily. I also have lamp posts up. So one of the things you learn in perspective is as you go farther away in the distance, the lamp post becomes smaller and closer, and as it comes closer towards you, it is actually bigger and wider or more far apart from each lamppost. And the same thing could say for the little dash. I think those are separating lines in the middle of the road. And also, as the road regress away from you, it gets darker, and when it's in front of you, it's actually lighter. Those are some of the things I need to remember when working with perspective and monochromatic pieces. As you can see me there, I'm actually now painting in the lampposts. I'm putting those as the darkest value that I have, which is directly from the pan. And then I'm going to be doing the electrical lines on those lampposts also. Also, this piece also allows me to work with a fine detail brush, something I rarely use. But you know, I'm trying to do more and more practice with watercolor, so fine detail brush is something that I should start using. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey, and as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. At the end, I'm going to put a picture of